All right, my sweet peas. Good morning. I know I've said it like 50 million times already, but good morning. All right, are we all feeling A-okay this morning? Yes. All right, so we're gonna do a feeling check really quick. So give me a thumbs up if you feel great. Give me a thumb to the side if you feel kind of meh, because it's Wednesday after spring break. And give me a thumbs down if you're like, nope, not today. Well, we're okay. Most of us are up and to the side, so all right. Instead of Monday blues, we're feeling Wednesday reds. Or, I don't know what color would be Wednesday? Let's say gray. Wednesday gray. Because Friday, it's like the Friday reds. That's what it is. Okay, so we'll say Wednesday's our gray day. All right, got it. Okay, my sweet piece. So I'm going to ask you a little bit different kinds of questions this morning, and then we're going to do something together. So the biggest thing about you guys being at home is missing out a little bit on interacting with your friends. And I know that the last time we talked that was one thing you really did miss about being in school, was being able to talk to friends. And most of us said that we just miss everything in general. So we're going to do some things together just to kind of help that feeling and help, make us feel all good inside, because y'all know how much I love to shove some positivity your way and make you guys be kind to your mind. So this morning I have 3 little questions for you before I do something else, okay? So we're going to do an emotions scavenger hunt. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you get up and go run around and grab something. I want to make sure we all have time to, I know, David, you're like, oh, thank goodness, she's not going to make me run around the room. Okay, so I'm going to ask you 3 things, okay? And they're all emotions related, okay? So when I ask it for you, I just want you to, first, let's make sure we're all muted, because I hear some little siblings in the back being little siblings.
That's my baby sister. She always goes.
Oh, she sounds adorable, but we got to mute. So let's all mute really quickly until we're ready to share. Okay, so I'm going to share 3 emotions with you. Okay. You're going to think of something that goes with that emotion question, and you're going to explain why. Okay, and we'll all take turns so we can all share. Don't worry, you're not going to have to get up and go get anything for the scavenger hunt. We'll just do it eternally in our noggins, okay? And then the actual activity that I want us to do together, we'll do after the 3 questions. Sound good? Good. Any questions? We're good? Okay. All right. So the first part of the emotion scavenger hunt. So the first question, I want you to think of something that makes you happy. So take a second. It can be anything, something that makes you happy, like genuinely makes you happy. All right, Alden, my early bird, share, my love. You're on mute.
My teddy bear.
Your teddy bear, and obviously, why is your teddy bear something that makes you happy?
Because my teddy bears are so cute, and so soft, and I could kind of use them as a pillow. So they're fluffy and sweet.
So Alden, does that sense of like touch and that feeling you get when you're holding them, does that help you feel happy?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Who wants to go next with something that makes them happy? You all gotta go. Anna, go ahead, baby.
Playing games really makes me happy because it's very entertaining and fun.
And does it take your mind off of everything? Like you kind of just get into a little time warp and nothing else is happening out here. You're just zoned in.
Pretty much.
All right. That sounds good. I think that's a good one. All right, thank you for sharing. Who wants to go next? Anybody? Something that makes you happy. Anything. Something that makes you happy. Kinley, go ahead, sweetheart.
My family and when I pray to God.
I love those answers. That's awesome. Okay, so what specifically about those? Like, why does that make you feel happy? Like, what does it do for you?
Makes you feel blessed. God makes me feel blessed and loved, and my family helps me with things I need help with.
That is a beautiful answer. I absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing that, Kinley. That's awesome. All right, David, John, who wants to go next? John, go for it.
Playing with my dad outside.
Why?
Because he always works and he usually gets off like by 5, maybe 6 sometimes. So it makes me happy when he can play outside with me.
That's awesome. I love that. Just some family bonding. I love it. Great, great answer, John. All right, David, what is something that makes you happy, sweetheart?
I would go with seeing my family together.
Seeing your family together. I love the family responses because I feel like that is so important for you guys to have your family support behind you. And even not, you have all of us, you have me, we have each other. I think that's so important, you guys. That's so awesome. Good answer, David. All right, so my second emotion scavenger hunt question. All right, you might have to think a little bit longer on this one. But what is something that makes you sad? Alden, you didn't take but a second there, honey. All right. What makes you sad, Alden?
So on the Spider-Man PS4 game, there's at the ending. Do you know?
No, I just love that something that makes you sad is game related. That's, of course, very you. Continue.
So at the end of Spider-Man, Aunt May is slowly dying,
Oh.
and Peter takes his mask off, and Aunt May says she's known for a while, and I believe Peter's about to give her like some kind of anti-serum. I believe that's what it's called.
Okay.
But I think he doesn't do it. I don't know what the anti-serum would do. I think it would save her, but I think he doesn't do it. And then he gets on his knees and starts crying, and the screen cuts to black, and the heart monitor, is that what it's called?
Yes.
It goes.
Oh, no.
The first time that I encountered that ending, um, oh my goodness, I was an inch away from crying.
I think we can all agree that we've all watched a movie or a show that has just made us kind of tear up a little bit. Yeah, I think we can all agree we've watched something. I'm sure that if, you know, let's see. Oh, I think my biggest movie that made me like bawl in the movie theater, it had to be oh, my light went off again. It has to be Avengers Infinity War, the ending. Oh, I think I bawled in the theater. I think I bawled. Yeah, I cried. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me turn the light back on so you can see me. 1 second. Cool. All right. Okay, cool. Good. Good. That was a good one, Alden. All right. Who wants to go next? John, go for it.
My dog Daisy. She died a long time ago, a few years ago when I was like 4.
But it still hurts. Yeah. I understand that. My childhood dogs, they passed away 2 years ago, and they passed away a week apart, and it was the worst feeling ever. It was the absolute worst. So I totally understand that sad feeling, and it still hurts. I have my sweet corgi puppies that I love, but that feeling just doesn't really go away. All right, Kinley. Beautiful answer, John. Kinley, share, my dear.
I feel sad whenever my brother cries.
Really? So are you super like in tune with your emotions, and when somebody else feels like really sad, you just automatically feel sad even if you aren't really sad?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, how old is your little brother?
3 years old.
Oh, yeah. I would cry too. Is he got one of those like screeching cries, or is it one of those like really like pitiful cries where it's just like he looks like just like a little cute puppy with big old eyes just crying?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that is that what he looks like? Okay, I can understand why you would get sad too. Definitely. All right. Anna, David, who wants to go next? David, go for it.
That I would go with again my uncle's death.
Okay, were you close to your uncle?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. When one of our family members passes, that's another one that we just can't get over. I completely understand that one as well. I definitely understand that one. I had my grandpa pass away 3 years ago, and it doesn't even feel like 3 years ago. So I completely understand that, and it comes in waves. So just like with John and like our dogs passing away, it never truly goes away, but you think about them all the time, right? Yeah, perfect. That's a beautiful answer, though. That's a beautiful answer. Anna, go ahead, my dearest.
My bird died like maybe a month ago, and it's really sad when you see like her grave in the backyard or like pictures of her. It's just really sad.
Yeah, see, that one's fresh for you. So, but I know that me and John can tell you that it does get a little bit better, but the feeling doesn't go away quite. You make a bond with them, just like how you make a bond with your family. It just doesn't quite go away. So we understand that one, Anna. We totally understand that one. Okay, so now that I brought you down, I'm going to bring you back up. My third emotion on our emotion scavenger hunt here that I want you to look deep for. I want you to look for something that makes you laugh uncontrollably. Like I'm talking something so funny, and you thought it was the funniest thing in the world, and you could just not stop laughing to where your cheeks hurt, your stomach hurt, and like you had to get water afterwards because you laughed so hard. That is what I want. So think about that one. That one might be a harder one than the sad one, but oh, nope. Alden's like, nope, I got it. 1 second. Go, Alden.
So have you heard of this game called Watch Dogs 2?
No, I haven't.
So in one of the side missions, you're hacking an amateur swatter. You know what a swatter is, right?
Yeah, yes, of course.
So this could end in, I guess, 3 different ways or something like that.
Okay.
So in one of the options, if you absolutely tried to troll this amateur swatter, let's just say that he says he says the F word twice.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I believe that happens when you as the player hack his PC to like glitch out. He's playing Rainbow Six Siege. It's kind of an Easter egg.
Oh, we love Easter eggs. I love the Easter eggs in movies. But anyways, continue.
When you hack his PC, I cannot say what he says, but let's just say he makes a death threat.
Okay, and it just comes off as funny, I guess, the way that he says it, and it just makes you laugh.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one, for sure. I greatly appreciate you being sensitive to the words, though. I greatly appreciate that. That's an interesting one. I might have to look into the game so I can understand it a little bit more. Oh, look at the cutie patootie. Hi.
Say hi.
Oh,
Just
we're gonna
woke
be shy. Oh, but we see her all the time.
It's a him.
Oh, is that little brother? Oh, I'm so sorry. I love the luscious locks. I love it. I can't see your face, so I couldn't tell. Hi, brother. Oh, yeah, I can see it. I can see the puppy eyes coming from him. I see it. He looks sleepy.
He just woke up.
What? You got to sleep in? I'm jealous. All right, who wants to share next? Something that makes you laugh uncontrollably. All right, y'all got an extra second when Cutie Patootie came on. Come on. Anna, go for it.
When my dog gets excited and she runs at you, she looks like she's strutting.
Like
Yes.
strutting? Like
Yeah.
she's coming down a catwalk like a model strutting?
Yes, and she's running at you really fast.
She's running? Okay, what kind of dog is she?
She's a Benjamin Malinois. She's related to like a German Shepherd and stuff.
Okay, so is she big like a German Shepherd or is she little?
She's big.
Okay, I can see it. I can see it. Oh, that's funny. See, there you go, Anna. Now you're going to make us laugh uncontrollably. That one's awesome. There's a lot of things that the Corgi puppies do that it's like, what? So I get that one. That was a good one. Thank you, Anna. David, you want to share?
Okay, so in 4th grade, after I literally went to virtual, thanks to the virus, one of my friends named Damar, he did a very funny, like almost like a funny performance in the 4th grade hallway when none of the teachers were watching.
Ooh.
It was this. He grabbed his jacket, made it into a ball, and put it beneath his shirt, and he just ran down the hallway.
Oh my goodness. He sounds like a loose cannon. Goodness gracious.
All my friends couldn't even stop laughing. And when the teachers came into the hallway, everyone just went dead silent.
Oh, well, I love that we can find a good moment to be silly and be kids. And then we can get back to seriousness when the teachers come. I appreciate that as your teacher. I appreciate that. That's a good one. I bet that was a funny in the moment thing. I bet that was a good one. All right, John, Kinley, who would like to go next? Come. Kinley, go for it, baby.
I laugh when my brother wakes up.
When he wakes up, is that what you said? Well, I would too if he he looks just like grumpy. Does he always look grumpy when he wakes up? And is that what's funny? Is that he kind of just looks all,
Yeah, because whenever he wakes up, he lays on the couch, and then I would say hi, and then he slaps my hand away.
Aw, he sounds like a teenager already. Y'all will understand when you become teenagers, when you get there in a couple years on Saturday mornings and it's time to get up, you're just gonna be like, no, don't do it. Leave me alone. You'll understand. But that's what he sounds like. He sounds like a little tiny teenager. But teenagers don't have cute puppy eyes, though. So he's got it made. He sounds like he's got it made. All right, John, lay it on us, my man. Come on. You're already smiling. Tell us.
Have you heard of David Lopez, the YouTube channel?
I think so.
He makes like the funniest videos.
Does he?
Yeah.
What is something that he does? Hopefully something appropriate though.
He does like some music, but like funny music.
Oh, so does he he makes his own music that's funny, or does he like make fun of other songs?
Well, so he can do different songs. He'll like do Despacito, but like he'll title it This Burrito. That's actually one of his songs.
Okay, I need to look him up then and look at some of the songs then. I'm going to have to do that when I leave school. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to see, and then I'll tell you how I felt about it. Huh. Okay, those were really good responses. Definitely helped that I laid the sad in the middle and then gave you a laugh afterwards, huh? Okay, my loves, so the whole reason that I wanted to focus a little bit on emotions this morning is just because there are a lot of things that we can control and we can't control. So like we can't control when a pet passes away or when a family member passes away, right? We can't control that. And unfortunately, that's what happens in life. But there are things that we can control. So we can look at like I've told y'all before, when you guys are having a bad day and it's just one little thing that just messed up your whole day, like the printer wasn't working for you to print your virtual work or something, and it just made you so mad. But there's so many other ways that you can do it, you know? So you don't need to get mad or upset at just that one thing and make it ruin your day, right? So I wanted to look at something really quick. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and I'm going to show you a picture. Okay? So give me just a second. And we're going to talk about this picture. Okay. Can y'all see my picture? Can you unmute and tell me? Because I can't see you.
We can see it.
Okay, perfect.
We can see it. We can see the picture.
So you see the circle here, right? Okay, what does it say right here?
Things I cannot control.
Perfect. And what does it say in the middle?
Things I can control.
Perfect. So this picture, I want you to just kind of put it in your noggin. I want you to remember what's going on with this picture. Now, in the middle, there's all these things that we can control. So imagine us here in the middle, and we have all the things that we can control. We can control all of our emotions, you know, with what we're happy with what we're mad at, what we're sad at. You know, sometimes we can't control the laughing. You know, laughing just happens because you just think it's funny, right? Okay. But then around us, we're in the middle, around us, there's things that we cannot control. Okay. So there's one really, really big example of something that you cannot control. So what is something in your life right now that you cannot control at all? You all have it in common. put y'all back this way. Hold on. Okay. All right. Alden, what is something that all of you have in common that you cannot control?
Skill-based matchmaking on Call of Duty.
Alden, you delivered that so perfectly. You just laid it in there. Oh, that was good. We can add that to our laughing. We can add that to our scavenger hunt. That was a good one. Okay. Now, seriously, what is one thing that you all have in common that you cannot control? Anna.
The pandemic.
The pandemic, yes. Okay. So last year, okay, you guys were all in school, everything was beautiful, and then the pandemic started to happen. Okay. And then you guys got sent home to virtual learning. Okay. Do y'all remember that feeling of getting sent home for virtual learning? Okay. I want you to think back to it just for a second, not too long, because I don't want any trauma happening here. But was there anything that you could do about it? No, there was nothing you could do about it. You were getting sent home because the school district said so, right? Okay, so how did you feel? Were you originally kind of excited because you didn't have to go back to school? Yes. Alden, how did you feel?
So I knew there was going to be I cannot say it, advantages, is that how you said it?
Yes, you got it.
And downsides.
Yes. Okay,
Pros
so
and
you
cons.
saw that there were going to be some good things and some bad things happening with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay, let's pause there. Okay. So some of you were excited, but you were also a little cautious. Can we agree? Okay. Okay. So now let's think about to the beginning of this year. Okay. Let's think about that. Okay. Did you have control over the school year then? Not really. No, we still have virtual. You were still off. Okay. We still didn't have any control over what the pandemic was doing, right? Okay. How did you feel in the beginning to the middle of the school year about the pandemic and were you still excited, or were you more so like, oh man, I'm really cautious now? Like, oh man, how did you feel? Give me like a quick word. Alden, go for it.
I thought it was going to be the exact same as 4th grade,
Okay.
but it was a little different.
Okay. Okay, so it was different. Okay, good. So from the beginning of the pandemic to the middle, we got a little more cautious and things were really starting to be different. Like, okay, stuff is happening now. Okay, so what about now? How do you feel about it now? You feel Alden feels fine. David, how do you feel right now about the fact that you can't control the pandemic and what it's making you feel like right now?
Relief because the scientists are working on a cure, but sad because literally I'm gonna go back.
Okay, so I love that you gave me the fact that, okay, scientists they're putting out vaccines and they're trying to figure out the best cure possible. I love that you gave that answer. That's a really good answer. But I love that you had to add in there that you weren't quite ready to go back to school. Okay. Okay. So the pandemic is something that we cannot control. Okay? But we can control how we feel about it. right? We can control if it makes us sad. We can control if it makes us happy. But anything else, we can't really control on it, right? So what I want you to take away from this, okay? I want you to take away an understanding that there are things that you can control and there are things you cannot control. So we had one big example of the pandemic being something that we can't control. Can you think of another example of something you cannot control? You can take a minute. Never mind. Alden doesn't need a minute ever. Alden, what is something you cannot control? Give me a snippet of it.
My Mimi's death. My second grandma, I should say.
Okay, so like death, we can't control death. Okay. Okay, anybody else have another example of something that we cannot control? David? You're on mute. Ah.
We cannot control time.
Very true. You can't control time. Those are really good
Or
ones. Space, yeah, we can't do nothing about that. We can explore it and we can look into it, but we can't really control it. Very good. Okay, so those are really good examples. So now I want you to think of some things that you can control. So think of, Alden, you better take more than a second. I see you reaching for that button. I want you to take more than a second to think of something that you can control. So besides your emotions, got you. Besides your emotions, we know that we can control our emotions. Give me something besides that. Alden, what can you control?
We can control our bodies, our head, I said bodies, that's everything.
Yeah, that's everything, baby. Okay, so basically, Alden, you can control what you do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We'll leave it there. Okay, somebody else, give me an example of something that you can control. David, give me something you can control.
I would go with. I can control my mind.
Your mind. So you can control what you're thinking. Okay, so that perfectly connects with emotions. You can control what you're thinking on the inside. Okay. Anna, you all right, baby? I lost your. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good. All right, Kinley, what do you have for me, sweet pea? What is something that you can control?
Your health.
Very good. That's a very good one. So we can control what we put into our body, and like Alden said, we can control what we do. So we can control what we eat. We can control if we eat all of our veggies. Okay. I know some of y'all are probably like, okay, all right, Miss Gonzalez, whatever. But we can control, like how many Oreos we have for dessert. We can control, just things like that. I mean, we can't quite control our dinner selections. I know that's on our parents most of the time, unless they ask you what you want. Totally get that. Unless you help them cook. That's awesome. But yes, we can control what we eat. Now, we don't always have to eat healthy. We can eat our yummy Popeye spicy chicken sandwich, Anna. We can eat, our good yummy stuff, but we can also put, veggies in our body and eat all of our good food. And like Alden said, we control our body. So we can control if we go on a walk or not. We can control if we play outside. You'll know how much I love when I hear that you're playing outside. Okay, we can control if we do some squats like Alden. We can control that. We can control our health. We can control what makes us good. But sometimes, are there things that you can't control with your health? Can you control if you get a disease? Like if you get, oh gosh. Hold on, back up. Can you control if you get a cancer or a disease or something that doesn't really have to do with your eating habits or your health habits, like working out? Right. That's something we can't control. So for the most part, we can control our health, but we can also not control some of the things that happens. Okay. So these are really good. These are awesome. Those were awesome, awesome, awesome answers, you guys. So I want you to tell me, what do I want you to take away from this morning meeting? Somebody except Alden. I love you, Alden, but I need somebody else. All right, somebody else tell me what I want you to take away from this. Or tell me what you are going to take away from it. That way Alden can answer. But Alden, you're going last, buddy. Kinley, is your hand up or is it left up from when you shared the health answer? Oh, okay. So this will be your exit ticket. How about that? This will be your exit ticket for us to end the meeting. Ooh, I got you now. Okay, so take a minute. Alden, you're already going last, buddy. You're going last. You're being my caboose. All right. I want you to think of one thing that you will take away from what you learned this morning. And I told you what I wanted you to take away. So think of one thing that I wanted you to take away, or what you know that you're going to take away from it. When you leave the meeting, how is it going to affect you? So take a minute and then raise your hand for when you're ready. Y'all ain't getting help from Alden. He's going last. And I know he's probably jittering in the seat over there. Alden, this just gives you more time to think of a good answer, babe. So think about the scavenger hunt and the questions that I asked you. Think about the picture of the circles and the things you can and can't control. Think about those two things and how does it make you feel? What does it tell you? And just share with me what you take away from it. Like, what did you learn this morning? David, go for it.
That sometimes we can control, like, for example, our emotions or our health, but sometimes we can't control, like, our time where we die or what's going to happen to our family.
Very good, very good. Okay, so you're checked off, but wait, because I want to say bye to all of you. So just wait one moment until we all share. All right, Anna, share, my dearest.
It makes me feel better to know that some things I can't control and things that I can control when certain things happen.
Very true. Very true. Do you think that's going to help you with how you feel about things?
Yes.
And how you look at things?
Yes.
Very good. Perfect. All right. Kinley, John, who would like to share? Kinley, go for it, sweetheart.
You can control things in your body, and you also can't. Because, like, you can get, like, a really bad disease, and you can eat healthy and eat vegetables.
Very good. Speaking of, what are you eating right now? I see you munching on something. What breakfast are you having?
I'm having a biscuit with hash browns.
Ooh, that sounds like a good breakfast. Look at you. I need to come to your house. I need to ask your mama if I can come for breakfast with y'all. All right, John, go for it.
That I cannot only control how I feel and not other people.
That's a very good one. Very good. Yes, we can control how we feel, but we can't really control how other people feel about things. But could we help other people with how they feel about things? Like, could we tell them it's going to be okay You'll get through it. Be positive. Can we do that? Perfect. That was a good one, John. Very, very good. All right, Alden. Lay it on me.
So there's other things that you can control and other things that you can't control, like skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty.
See, if you would have, was that what you were going to say after the split second that you thought about it, or did you think about it after I made you wait?
I don't know.
Okay, anyways, continue.
So the things that you can control, you probably know them. You probably are familiar. Like for the things that you can't control, you are either unfamiliar or it's very hard to control.
Very good. Very good, Alden. That was a very good ending to our sharing. Very good. Okay, one thing that I got to add. One thing, because I'm your teacher, before you go. Can you control if you turn in your assignments or not? Yeah, I got you, didn't I? Okay, just wanted to add that one in there. I was trying to be like Alden and slip it in there and just trying to do that. All right, sweet peas. I absolutely loved talking about this subject with you guys today. I definitely want to do maybe some shorter ones in our future meetings, just because I think that it will be really helpful for us to remember that we are all still here for each other, even though we are virtual. So if you guys need anything, you know where to find me. I will see you guys later. You'll have an amazing Wednesday. I hope it's not too gray for you. All right, bye, sweet peas. See y'all later.